stuck in life right now? Do you feel like you keep hitting obstacle after obstacle and you don't know how to get past it? Like, do you feel like this bus behind me that keeps hitting roadblocks or bumps in the road and you just never seem to get beyond that? Well, I got something I would like to go over with you, and we're going to talk about that a little bit more. So let's get into it. Obstacles in life. You know, let's use this as an example. Let's say that you go to college because you're wanting to better yourself, okay? Or let's say this, you just picked up a new job and it pays a lot better than your old job, okay? And you technically like it, okay? And also with school, you know, you wanted to go to school, it was your decision, it wasn't that you were forced to go to school, you wanted to do it to better your life and your future prospects, okay? And that's a good thing. But let's say you're deep into school or you're deep into this new job, and then all of a sudden life throws you a big old roadblock. Let's say in school you run into this class that you have no idea what's going on. The final paper's due in a few weeks and you're freaking out because everything you're looking at looks Greek and you're wondering, how the heck am I going to get a good grade on this and pass this class, right? Number one obstacle. Number two, or let's say, again, you're in this new job. Boss comes to you and says, hey, you know, I think you can handle this. Could you work on this project with a couple of other team members? And we're going to put you in the lead of the project. So you're like the deer in the headlight look, and you're like, oh, me? Okay, right? With a very, very squeaky reluctancy in your voice. So those are two big roadblocks a lot of people hit in their lives. So what do you do? What do you do? What do most people do when they run into something so difficult? What do they do? What do you do? Do you quit? Do you run away? Do you retreat? Or do you find a way to get past it? Right? Well, I want you to think of yourself. I'm going to use this analogy. Think of yourself as this stream of water coming down a mountaintop, okay? The ice caps are melting. You are part of the ice that turns into water. And now you are part of a collective that forms a stream. So the stream starts at the base of the mountain and now wants to become a mighty river that flows to the ocean. But this little bitty stream runs into a very big obstacle. A huge rock is in the way. And it's blocking the path of you, the stream. So what do? Well, here's the way I look at it. If you watch water and what it does when it runs into an obstacle, what is the first thing it does? It will stop at the roadblock, the rock. It'll start, if it has enough momentum behind it, it'll start pulling. There will be a pool of water that gets larger and larger. And then it's going to do one of three things. It's either going to go over the rock, it's going to go around the rock, or it's going to go under the rock. But either way, it's going to keep going and it's going to pass the rock. Then eventually, there's so much water that is accumulated off the mountain that it overtakes the rock and it becomes the mighty river that it has set out to be. So it's no longer this little weak creek of water, a stream. It is now the mighty river. It has accomplished its goal. It has gone past its obstacle. You have to think of yourself as that mighty river. You have to think of your life as the creek that wants to become the mighty river. You have to remember that you have choices, and you shouldn't freak out. Most people, and I'm one of them, but I've learned to control it. The first thing you do is you go into a place of scarcity. You go into a place of fear and anxiety, and then you retreat, right? So let's say, oh, it's too hard, I can't do this final paper, so I'm not going to do it. I'd rather take the 0. You retreated. Or I can't do this project, I'm not going to be a good lead, I have no idea what I'm doing, I'm not a leader, I'm going to tell the boss to pick someone else. You retreated without even giving it a try. So that's one thing that you do. Or of course you can do this. You can go over, under, or around the problem and actually accomplish your goals. Or here's a third choice that I highly recommend, especially if you're already stuck, okay? So let's say you're already hit the rock. You're the water that hit the rock. You're stuck. You made a mistake. You got into something you shouldn't have got into, okay? Instead of retreating, or instead of moving forward in a place of fear and anxiety where you're going to probably make more mistakes, right? Take a break. Retreat within yourself. Close your eyes. Find a quiet place. Close your eyes for as long as it takes. Because number one thing that you need to do to get past this obstacle is you have to get out of a place of fear and anxiety and move yourself into a place of prosperity and success. So you have to calm your body down and your mind. You have to calm your nerves down. And the best thing that I know to do is to retreat within myself. Like I said, I find myself a quiet place. I close my eyes for as long as it takes. Even if I have to sleep on it overnight, I don't do anything. I don't move forward, and I don't go backwards and retreat. I stay still, and I look within myself. Now, you may not get the answer that you need immediately, but you will get calm, and you'll be able to think clearer, so that you will find the answers to help you move beyond your obstacle, the rock. So tell me what you think about that. And if you found some value, I hope you use it. I hope you do. Because I'm telling you, it's a much better place. Everybody wants success. Nobody wants to retreat and be a failure. We all want to move forward in our lives and make better money or have better relationships or have a strong education so that we can have those things in life that we want. And I know you do too, and you can do it. You can do it. So, if you're interested in more, I'm going to have another video on the back end of this one that you can click to. That'll help you come up with more great ideas to move past the obstacles in your life. That's if you're serious about doing it. Don't be a quitter. And I just want you to be you, and I want you to be aware of your life choices and be aware that you are the mighty little creek that can, who becomes the great river that did. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.